Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jazz, the Ever After Reader, and today I'm really excited. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book Caraval by Stephanie Garber with you guys. This was a book I really enjoyed. Totally was not expecting it. This book kind of came out of nowhere for me. I have a lot to say. So right off the bat, I'm just going to say there are going to be two parts to this video. So this first part, I think I'm going to do like a summary and talk about what I didn't like about the book. And then I'm going to make a part two that I'll go ahead and link for you. And in part two, I'm going to be talking about all the things that I did like and just some general thoughts that I have about the book. Okay, summary time. Stick with me. This is a little bit complicated. So our main character is a young lady named Scarlett Dragna, and she lives on this island called Trista. Now, she lives a life of just fear and heartache. Her mom left when she was pretty young. She has a younger sister, and they live with their father, who is the governor of this island. Now, they live in fear and terror of their father. He's this really controlling, abusive man, and he has just terrorized his two daughters to the point that they're scared to even leave the island and go anywhere else. But Scarlett really wants, more than anything, is to just protect her sister. So she thinks this protection will come through an arranged marriage, which her father has done the arranging for her. So it's probably not going to come through there, which is what her younger sister believes. So her plan is to marry this count, get away from the island, and take her younger sister, Donatella, with her. Now, in the meantime, for the past 7 years, Scarlett has been writing to the mysterious Caraval master legend. Even the title is pretty convoluted. So, Caraval is this game that is played. It's like this interactive game that's played by people all around the country or the world. Legend is the name of the man who orchestrates this game. It's like a magical name, like a stage name, I guess. So for 7 years in a row, Scarlett has been writing to Legend, begging him to bring Caraval to her island of Trista because she just needs a little magic and a little joy in her life. And she thinks that seeing Caraval would be just wonderful. She's heard nothing but good things about it. There's magic in this game. There's just lots of glamour, and you can win prizes. And the big prize that I guess is happening this year is a wish. So this is a land that I think is normally without magic, but at Caraval, it seems like anything is possible. So that's her one desire at this point, is to just escape life a little bit and find some joy and magic in Caraval. 7 years go by and she hasn't received an answer back. And finally, she sends one last letter saying that she's about to get married, and then she receives a letter in return. She's really excited. The Caraval event is happening just a couple of islands away. It's a 2-day journey from them. But it's happening very close to her wedding. So for one, she can't leave the island because her father won't permit that. For two, she's about to get married. So she doesn't think that she can actually make this happen. But Master Legend has responded to her letter, not only with an invitation to the game itself, but she gets 3 tickets, and he wants her to be like his very special guest. So she shares this with her sister, and Donatella, or Tella, is she's this very spirited young lady, and she eventually arranges for them to go, kind of against Scarlett's wishes, and makes it look like there has been a kidnapping so that their father doesn't know that they've just up and left. So they go and get taken to this island by a sailor that they meet named Julian. And once they get to the island, the sisters get separated. So Tella is gone when Scarlett arrives on the island, and she has to try to find her. She's really worried about her, right? Her sister is her one like anchor point in her life. It turns out that Tella is part of the game, unbeknownst to either of them, right? They came just to either watch or participate in this game. And now Scarlett finds out that the game is that Tella has been kidnapped, and whoever finds her wins the prize for the year. So the stakes are much higher now for Scarlett. It's not just a fun time. It's not just a fun game. She's really worried that something might happen to her sister. So she only has a few nights to try to find her, win the game, and then make it back to the island in time for her wedding, and to win the prize of a wish. And there's more I would like to say about the whole plot of the book, but I think I'll save that for the next video. I kind of want this one to be without spoilers so that if you haven't read it, maybe you'll be interested and you can go read it. Now, I think it's a good time to move on to my negatives, and I don't have very many. I really liked this book, you guys. One of the big negatives, I think, of this book is just how convoluted the story itself is to convey. It's really hard to give a summary without giving any spoilers. And then if you don't give spoilers in it, it just ends up being really vague and really confusing. So, funny enough, I read the summary of this book. It was a hardcover and it had a jacket. So I was reading the summary on the jacket. And when I got done reading it, I was like, yeah, this doesn't sound like the book for me. I'm going to pass. But I had wanted to read her other book, Once Upon a Broken Heart. And my cousin, funny enough, convinced me that I needed to read Caraval first. She explained that Once Upon a Broken Heart is kind of a spin-off of a character that's in Caraval, or in the second one, I guess. And so in order to have some background to the world, she thought I should read the Caraval series before jumping into that one. And I'm so glad that she convinced me, because I really enjoyed this book. But there's no way to explain it to somebody to really catch their interest. Maybe that's just me. Maybe somebody else has been able to explain it better, but not even the description on the book that I assume was written by the author did it justice. So that kind of stinks. But I mean, I like other stories that are convoluted just like this. It's kind of a tangential thing, but the only video game that I ever liked growing up was Kingdom Hearts. That came out when I was a kid, and I played through the first few games. That story is so convoluted. I don't even try to explain that to people, because you have to kind of go through the game to learn the story. So Caraval is not convoluted in the way that is, but I feel like it's similar, where you just have to kind of experience the story to get it. So a negative kind of for getting people interested, but once you're reading it, I think the way that it's so convoluted, like, adds to the world in a way, or adds to your reading experience. So that's my take on that. My really big negative with this book, and it's not just this book, it's other like YA types of books, is that the love interest is just really mean. Like, he's just a jerk most of the time. And why? Why is this the thing that we have to do? It just reminds me of that movie, He's Just Not That Into You. You know, that was kind of the whole point of the movie. Like, oh, well, he's giving me these clues, and so of course he likes me. And the guy is like, no, he doesn't. He's just being a jerk, or he's giving off these clues instead. And when a guy is being mean to you, it doesn't mean that he likes you. So that's kind of a ranty thing that I have. Like, when a guy is being a jerk, like, I don't understand why we have to romanticize this kind of behavior, especially in a book that's geared towards young adults and young people. Like, I feel like things are already so confusing in your teen years, and trying to find somebody to be with is already so complicated, and like, we don't need stuff like this to complicate it further. Like, ladies, we have to stand up for ourselves, and we need to value ourselves enough to know that, like, we shouldn't put up with bad treatment. When a guy is being a jerk, he's just being a jerk. He's not being romantic, and he's not someone that you can try to fix. This really bothers me. It didn't ruin the book for me, because a lot of YA books seem to have this kind of a love interest in them, but it's a thing that annoys me. I think we can do better. I think we can write better characters, write better romances, more functional and more healthy, something that we can actually look up to and aim for ourselves in real life. Not that books have to mirror real life that closely, but again, I feel like it's just something that would be better, especially for a book that's geared towards young audiences. Well, that's all I have for now. So that's my summary, my general overview, and some of my negatives. I'm really excited to talk about all of the positive and all of my other thoughts that I have going on. So please go check out my second video, and we'll have a lot more fun in that one. For now, if you have any thoughts, or if you had any comments about this book, please leave them down in the comments section down below. I really enjoy reading all of your comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe to my channel so that I can keep making content like this. And I'll see you next time. Bye.